Good afternoon, you guys. Welcome, welcome. If you are watching me right now from YouTube, welcome. Welcome to my channel. This is Marlene from Marley Grace Creations. And if you're watching me right now from Facebook, welcome to Facebook. If you're watching me from Facebook and you want to find me on YouTube, you just need to go to YouTube and type in Marley Grace Creations as well, and you will find me there. Tonight we're going to, we're going to do, of course, another pumpkin, and this is day 9, I do believe. And happy Tuesday, you guys, Tuesday. Hi, Nancy. How are you? It is Tuesday, I believe. Anyway, we're on Pumpkin Day 9. Hey, Darlene, how are you? And Patty, how are you? Welcome, you guys. I hope everybody's had a good day. We just had our grandchildren here and just finished up dinner, and our great-grandson was here. So, but it's been a good day. Tonight we are going to change something when Hobby Lobby, you know how they have all their clearance stuff at the end of every season and they have really good deals. Well, I found this cute little thing. Let me get all my supplies. I'm organized tonight. If I have to hunt one thing, it's going to surprise me. Hot, heat, and oh, I know. It's not been that bad here today, Nancy. It really has not been that bad today here. So, but I found, let me get everything off of this thing. Let's see. I've got it organized. It's just all on top of the thing here. I found this cute little Easter thing, and my aunt's going to have a stroke because her last name's Easter. And this is a cute, cute thing. Except, I don't want it to be Easter, and I kept looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, thinking, what can I do with this? I'm just not sure. Well, it dawned on me the other day that I could use each one of these blocks, just like they did, and make something falling pumpkins out of it. So, first thing we're going to do is these little ears. These little ears are going to come in handy on this thing, but I have them marked, and we're going to cut some of these ears off. I hope I can. That's my plan. If not, my husband's going to do it later. But I have these snaps. I have tools. So, anyway, I'm going to try my best to cut this thing off. I think it probably would have been better off if I took it off first, but I'm going to do it like this. You know, I got to do everything the hard way. Hey, Terry, how are you? This is going to be a little difficult, but I'm going to make this thing happen. I'm going to get these ears off of this little critter. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it just like I started doing it. If my husband's watching me, he's probably thinking, why in the world does she not ask me to do that today? I can do it. I can do it. And it don't need to be neat. It's only there to hold some pumpkins. So, okay. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna make it happen, y'all. I'm gonna get this thing off of here. I'm gonna give these ears a haircut. Did y'all do something fun today? I cleaned in this craft room quite a bit today. It was getting so bad I could hardly see my desk. And y'all couldn't see the mess that I saw, but it's nice and clean now. So that'll make you have muscles or show you don't have any one. Okay, let's see here. Let me trim that off. laughing at me, Nancy? You know, there's nothing like a challenge to keep life from being boring. So that's what I'm doing. By George, I did it. Love your determination. I am not going to let it get the best of me, girl. I went out. My husband is a carpenter, and these are stamps, for those of you who didn't know that. And he used to use these when he did siding. And when I went out to borrow those today to cut these ears off, I thought, well, I don't want to cut the ears off till they see them, even though right now it looks like a bunny with short ears. Hey, Lisa. And I said, oh my gosh, my husband has 2 pairs of stamps. And so I came in the house and I said, you have 2 pair of these, right? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, can I have a pair since you have 2 pair? I mean, they're exactly alike. Why do you need 2 pair? He said, well, I don't, except one pair doesn't work very well. I said, well, can I have the pair that doesn't work very well? He said, sure. So I have my own stamps now to go in my toolbox. Anyway, if he's watching my live right now, he's really laughing at me. Hey, sweetheart. Okay, those are rough, but that's not going to matter. Okay, let me get some paint. This is Easter, right? But I am going to cover up the letters. And it's not going to say anything in a minute. And you know, a trick I learned a long time ago, if you want something, like, say this is printed on, right? And you want to cover it up, and you're wondering, but what if it's raised? What if it shows through? If you close your eyes and you rub across something, you can't feel that. It's not raised, really. It's not going to show through. I'm going to use a little piece of sandpaper, though, just to rough it up a little bit. And I'm just knocking off any shine or any top coat they might have on there. That's all I'm doing. I'm not really sanding it. I just want to rough it up a little bit. And it's loud. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. A little while ago, I came home from my sister-in-law's the other day, and my car wouldn't stop running. And I thought, I don't know what's wrong with my car. And I thought, is it running? I don't know. So I cut it off again. I cut it on and cut it off. I came in the house and I kept hearing it run. And I thought, oh my goodness, it's still running. So I called my husband. I said, you need to come home and check my car because it just won't stop running. He said, okay, I'll be right there. So anyway, we had to order a part. And he put it on today and my grandson was here. And so Cooper's out there and he came in. He said, so anyway, whenever my husband had to unhook the battery, the music was playing, right? The radio was on. Well, when he unhooked the battery, it went off. And so Cooper came in and he's all serious and he is 3 years old. And he says, Nana, me and Papa fixed your car and we fixed the music too. It works. I said, bless him. Only children, you know, he thinks he fixed the car and the music. Bless his sweet heart. But I tell you what, there's something else. And we're just going to cover up these letters. And I went on my Cricut today and cut out some different letters. So we're going to put those on. Hey, Sandy Rose. How are you? Sandy, unless you've given it to me and I don't know that, I don't need your email. I need your physical mailing address. You know, the one that stuff comes to your house. Did any of you guys do anything fun today? Have you had dinner yet? Are you cooking dinner? I'm kind of liking coming on at 7:30. I used to come on at 9 o'clock and we'd craft till midnight or later. Sandy's been in here with me before at 1 o'clock in the morning, hadn't you? Oh, did you? Well, I haven't mailed yours yet because I don't know what I did with your mailing address before. And so I need it. And we're going to leave these little ears sticking up. See these little ears? Now they're short rabbit ears. I'll show you in a minute what we're going to do with those. Are y'all tired of seeing pumpkins yet? Would you like a break? You want me to come on here and do something that's not a pumpkin? It's kind of a challenge, though. Are you feeling better today, Sandy? I was looking for some paper to decoupage on these blocks today instead of painting them. And thought, you know, it'd be nice to come on here and y'all didn't have to watch me paint anything. You love seeing the pumpkins. But I couldn't find paper that I really, really wanted to put on this. So, just going to do it this way. Pain's kicking in. Oh my gosh. So it's not getting better. It's going to get worse before it gets better, I guess. You love pumpkins. I do too. I love fall. Love, love, love fall. All I'm doing is just touching up underneath these blocks and making them neat. Okay. All that little lip in there. But I probably didn't give, I don't know what, I didn't give much for this thing. I think it was about $35 or $40. I don't remember what it was. Some of you might know if you bought it in Easter season. Is it supposed to be like that, Sandy? Is that normal? Any of you that are watching, I see 12 sets of eyes up there. Any of you are watching and you haven't said hello, you need to do that. Even if it's just to say hi and don't show your face again. So your number will count. Because I see 12. I see 13. Facebook only sees like maybe 3 right now. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Oh, girl. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Penny. Elaine, how are you? Ruth, how are you? Welcome. If you're first time coming in, if you're a newbie, let me know that you're a newbie so we can welcome you and let me know where you're from. It's so neat to see where people are from. Every now and then somebody will be on here from Australia, and there's a lady comes in here from Germany, and let's see, Sussy was on here last night. I can't remember where. She's from Denmark. It's pretty neat. And of course, you know, we have people in California and Georgia and everywhere, so thanks, Sandy. Hey, Susie, how are you? Hey, Kathy. Every time I see you, Kathy Broderick, I think about the movie that Julia Roberts was in. Was it Karen Broderick? What was she in that movie? Thank you. Appreciate the hearts. I appreciate the hearts that's going up on the side over there, y'all. Keep that up. That's important. For some reason, Facebook sends people our way when there's a lot of hearts going on. I know you can't see me painting over here. This thing is so long, and all I'm doing is getting this top coat on these letters, y'all, over these letters. So I'm just making these little squares right now, just off-white. That's all. It's plaster. I did a boo-boo. Did you really, Stacy? I'm going to dock your pay. Oklahoma. I'm in North Carolina. I need to see the mad face. There's one. There's a laughing face or something. I don't know what that was. Okay, I see thumbs up and hearts. Let's see. Aaron Brockovich. Oh, well, I was close, right, Penny? As my husband says, only in horseshoes. But, yes, it was. That was a good movie. I like that. I like anything Julia Roberts plays in. And Julia Roberts and Richard Gere in a movie is just the ultimate. Hey, Lisa. Okay, I hope that's only 2 coats that this needs. Let's see if we can get by without another coat. How's your cabinet holding up today, Lisa? Have you felt of it or anything? Thumbs up. What do you got, Sandy? Thumbs up and a girl face? What's that girl doing? I can't see that far from here. You agree? You agree what? You agree with what? Sandy, did you just send me an address? It looked like that was the notification. I just barely got a glimpse of something. I see a few little places shining through. We don't want to see that after we get the words on it. I thought that's what I saw, Sandy. I've had the awfulest time with Zelle. Am I doing something wrong? If somebody says they use Zelle and I go and put in either their phone number or their name or their email, if I have it, it should pull that up. Oh, it's straight as a stick. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. My granddaughter was here a while ago, and we played with one of her Lounge blowout thing, doohickeys, and my hair's straight as a poker anyway, so I think she's agreeing with the Richard Gere. He is handsome, isn't he? Did y'all see the movie he plays in, Hachi? Oh, that was so pitiful. Okay, surely that's enough. Well, it should be, right, Susie? I mean, you know, I pay people with Zelle, and I've never had any trouble. But this last sale I did, several people say, you know, invoice me through Zelle. Well, I can do that, but then when I go to type it in, like their email, and their name doesn't come up. Okay, I go out of that and I put in their phone number. Their name doesn't come up, and I'm thinking, oh, Pretty Woman's my favorite movie. Isn't that crazy? I bet I've seen that movie, Nancy, too many times. I can probably quote the words. It's just the sweetest movie. So I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or if they have to be in my contacts. But I even put one of the ladies in my contacts today in my phone number and went to Zelle and tried to pull her up. Didn't. So does that mean they don't have an account and they think they do? Yeah, it did, Susie, right? Yes, it did. But I've had a couple that it just didn't, and I don't know what in the world is going on with it. Okay, I think that is, let me hold it back a little bit, make sure I can't see those letters through that. I don't think so. Maybe just a little bit towards the bottom is kind of, I can see through that. And believe it or not, y'all, tonight these pumpkins are going to be orange. Traditional orange pumpkins. Person must set up an account. Right, and they say they do, but I think maybe they think they do and they don't. Because I use it and I've never had a problem. But if you guys don't have Zelle, I encourage you. I mean, it's hard to say when I just complained about it, right? But honestly, it's free. I've never had a problem as far as me using it is concerned to pay anybody or normally to receive money. And PayPal, you know, I use PayPal, I have it, but they charge me and the customer. So if you guys buy something from me for $10, they charge $1 and something to you and $1 and something to me. And the more it is, the more they charge. I have Wells Fargo, and it's an option on my online banking. Really? I set mine up for my paparazzi lady, and I've never had a problem at all. Y'all, I hate to put this in front of you, but I've got to see this because it's kind of showing through down here, and I've got to cover this up. Okay, now I've got to dry that good. And then we'll put a little bit of brown on it. I had to download the app. I didn't have that on my banking. You just use cash all the time, Sandy? I know, I've got a friend that anytime she can use cash, she uses cash. She don't believe in messing with all this stuff either. My husband's like that too. Let's see. Still pretty wet in spots. Just use those two. And I have Venmo, but I've never used Venmo, and I think a lot of people use Venmo, don't they? But I have considered getting something called Stripe. Eating bonbons, right. Are you really? Just watching me draw paint? Oh. Nothing fun than watching somebody draw paint, right, y'all? But like I said, you put it on, you gotta dry it. Hey Lane, you're not late. All I'm doing is drying paint. It's kind of what we were just talking about. These crazy Zelle stuff. Okay. I'm going to put some, I'm going to try something. I've never used this brush. A friend gave me this brush. Is this not the coolest brush? It looks like a feather, maybe. Thank you. You're the second person that said that. My hair straight as a poker, y'all. But thank you. It's growing. I hadn't decided if I want to get it cut short again. I don't know what to do. So right now I'm just not doing nothing. And my granddaughter came and she has this big longe, big fat thing. And she said, let me do this to your hair. I'm like, sure, go for it. So, okay. I'm not sure exactly. I know what I want it to look like, but I've got to do it. So I'm going to see if I can dry brush this. Yes, that's exactly what I want. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? It does. It reminds me of a fan. I think it might be called a fan brush too. But I'm just getting most of it off and just kind of dragging some brown down a little bit. I don't want it to be solid white. And I'll put some ink, Ray Holtz ink, Tim Holtz ink. I call him Ray Holtz half the time. I know his name is Tim Holtz. Fan brush, yeah. It's pretty cool. Whoever come up with that idea. It just kind of drags little streaks. Now you can see better, can't you? Sandy, are you out of commission a while, or you just, I mean, you go back to work, or I don't even know if you work. I forgot. See, all I'm doing is just getting a little bit of brown on there, and that's, I'm not going to leave it just like that either. I'm just getting a little bit of brown drag from the top. In a minute, I don't think this is exactly what I'm looking for anyway, but since I started this is what I got to do for now. Okay, let's see here. I want to find a blender brush. Where organized too good today. All I'm doing is getting just a tiny bit of brown on there. Hey, AB, how are you? Okay, I'm gonna put that there and see if I can drag some of it down before it dries. Yes, I can. Okay. I'll show you what I'm doing. Let me go ahead and do it to one you can see. Better late than never. Hey, Melissa. I'm tired but good. I'm good. I'm good. My grandchildren were just here, and a couple of them, and my great-grandson, and I fixed dinner, and they haven't been gone too long. Okay, I'm making just a, I just want to blend this. That's what I'm doing. Just to get some brown on the top. That's just more than I wanted to, but what is the yellow hearts for? I have to go now. My pain pills are kicking in. That'd be good, Sandy, before you said or did something you regret later. What are the yellow hearts for? I'm just getting some brown across the top just to give this a little bit of definition up here. And I'm going to put a top coat on this in a little bit, put some words on it, and there's going to be some pumpkins on this. Of course, this is day 9, y'all. Day 9 of pumpkins. Good night, Sandy. If you can't sleep, we'll be here for a while anyway. Okay, let's see. That kind of looks like it's got a little more definition. It's still not what I'm looking for, but we'll get there. I just cannot find the brush I need. I have a all-time favorite blending brush that's just about wore out. This has got to be boring, y'all, because all I'm doing is putting some brown on a piece of wood. It has to be boring, but it'll get better. It'll get funner, I promise. see y'all hadn't left me yet. What I'm doing is just using a blending brush and trying to get a little bit of definition where these things come together so you can see that they're separate and not just one big long row of squares. And you'll be able to see that in a minute. Great grandson. Yes. Yes, he is 3. He is, I know, I am so blessed. He is precious. And I have a granddaughter 3, and when they're together, they love, love, love each other, but they don't really like each other, you know, because they want, Caroline's here a lot. Cooper's not here much. Cooper's our great-grandson, who belongs to our granddaughter, of course. Well, of course, Caroline belongs to our daughter, and she's here a lot more. Yes, it will be Easter pretty soon. Oh, well, we might just change it back if I'm hanging on to it, Nancy. It will seem like it just came back around again, won't it? I got this out of the clearance section when Hobby Lobby was getting rid of all their Christmas, Easter things. Okay. Now, you can kind of start to see the difference. It still looks dirty, still looks muddy, don't it? But it won't. That's one thing about stuff like this. It really looks like a hot mess till you get closer to being finished with it. It'll seem like it. It'll certainly seem like Christmas in a few days, won't it? Christmas comes so fast. Thank you, Penny. It will. It'll be cute before we're all done. As long as I can just get this the way I want it. Now I need to get a dry brush back in that white paint. Where's my white stuff? Here it is. It's when it looks the best. When what looks the best, Nancy? I'm just dry brushing some white back over that. I'm trying to get rid of any definite streaks. I just need to blend them out a little more. I wish I could add a picture. I know, 2-year-old grandson was here in the weekend. We made a Jenga block pumpkin. Oh my goodness, I bet it's cute. You can go to Marley Gray Showcase and put it there. I made a page for you guys to put any of your stuff that you create when you take your time. Yeah, I mean, I could rush through it, but then I regret it later. And you know, if people get bored or they don't have time to watch, they can come back or watch the replay later and all that stuff. Okay, it's getting there. It's getting there. So you can see the definitions now between them, and it kind of looks like they're more 3D than just standing there. Still not there, but we're getting there. Let's see. I want a little bit of, I think I want a little bit of grayish color. Let's see here. I've got kind of a grayish tan. Let me see what that will do. Trail tan. All this is Ceramic Coat Trail Tan. It's kind of a, thank you, Stacy. It's kind of a dark khaki color, and I'm just gonna blend some of that kind of in the center a little bit. We're going to have some letters in a little bit. It's going to cover some of this up, but they're not going to cover, it's not going to cover everything up. Yeah, that gives it a little something. I've got a wood graining tool that you can use on stuff to make it look like a real wood grain, but it needs further to drag. You can't do it on a short space. Afterthoughts is I wish I'd have crackled this board, but it's too late to do that now. Oh, please do. Please do, Jan. Just go to, I don't think it's Marley Grace Creations. I think I just did Marley Grace Showcase. And see, you can look at that page. You can tell if it's mine or not, I do believe. I can't remember what the top of it looks like you know, the border I put at the top. I can't remember, I forgot. But anyway, you're welcome to do that. Okay, now it's getting there. They're looking more like little blocks of wood. Okay. I'm going to put some top coat on this before I put the letters on because they'll stick to it much better like a window. What top coat do I want to use? I think I'm going to use polyacrylic. Hold on, y'all guys. Let me get this. You saw right up my arm sleeve, didn't you? It's a good thing I shaved under my arm. Oh. Hey, Marilyn. How are you? I just need to get something to put some polyacrylic in. Oh, I forgot this thing doesn't work like this. It gets stopped up. That's okay. Well, I don't love it yet, Pamela, but it'll be better in just a little bit. Polyacrylic will not only help it if you need to wash it off, but it's going to help the letters stick. I made the letters today out of vinyl, and so they tend to stick better too. If it was a transfer, I would leave it just like it is, but they tend to stick better to something slick and glossy, almost like a window or a mirror. They stick good to that. And all this is just some polyacrylic. You guys have any clues where where the pumpkins are gonna come in yet? And thank you guys for all the sweet little notes and I love the cabinet, my sister-in-law's cabinet. That is, I appreciate that. But that's pretty plain and simple compared to what I normally do. But it did turn out pretty. That's a pretty color. Oh, something just dawned on me what I can do to this. I know what I'm going to do to this. I said something about crackling. I should have crackled it. Well, I'm going to get my Crackle Stamp. So y'all just hang tight. I'll be right back. I'm going to crackle this with my stamp. I forgot I had one. But I'll break my neck. Okay, let me find my Crackle Stamp. Here it is. That is a big one. Hold on a minute. Get both of these out. Oh, I better not lose that little butterfly. I might can use him too. Here's a tiny crackle like eggshell. This looks like kind of like eggshell crackle to me. Let me see where my other Crackle Stamp is. I know that noise is awful, boy. When you're on Facebook and you rattle paper, it's unnerving. I'm sorry. Let's get it off the little doohickey here. Okay. Now, I have two crackles here I can do. I am going to crackle this. I think it will look cool crackled. Okay. I'm going to do this one first. I'm getting a roller. Think you have it all planned out. And then right in the middle. I know one thing I better do is dry that before I keep going. Acrylic dries pretty fast and it's pretty hard. So it'll make this washable. Everybody's quiet tonight. Gosh, my bangs are in my eyes. I gotta do something to them. Okay. Now, the fun stuff. Okay, I want to make this so you guys can see. I have a few stamps, but haven't tried them yet. No, ever? Man, I love stamping. Love it, love it. Okay. I'm only going to use a portion of this. Let me see if this is the way I want it to look. No. I want to use a portion of this. Posted some pictures on. Oh, good. I'll go look at them in a little while. Okay. I just want a little here and a little there, so I'm only going to stamp, and I don't want it real dark. Real dark. I'm going to try one spot just to make sure before I keep going and see if I want it to be any darker than this. What I'm using right now is Vintage Photo. I really like rolling it on better, but I'm not doing a big surface. So I'm only, even though that whole stamp, I'm only using like this portion right here. If you can see on this side what I have inked, does that help? See, it's brown. So I'm going to ink it a little bit more because it dries so quick. And this is archival ink. It's permanent. This is not like stamping ink like you stamp cards with. When this cures, it's not going anywhere. It's staying put. Okay, when you put it down, you hold it, and then you commit to it. Perfect. Y'all, look at this. Is that good or what? That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay, now, there's still enough on here because I did this corner. So I'm going to go this way. And when you get it down, you need to hold a spot. And then you need to push with, you guys can see me good, right? You need to just push real slow. And you have to take your time. Then you lift this hand up after you put that one down. Don't do them at the same time because then it'll move. Hey, Penny. Thank you. Okay, ready? Now there's a lot of crackle on that one and a little bit that got on this one. And I only want just a little bit on this one, kind of like this side. So I still have some ink. Let's see where I have ink. I have ink right here. And I'm only gonna commit to a little bit. I'm not laying this whole side down. See what I did? I'm holding it up because I don't want it touching. I only want a little bit on this one. I don't want, yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. That's what I wanted. See? I still want just a little bit more right here. I'm gonna add it to that line and I'm gonna just give it there we go. Just a little bit. Yep, perfect. Okay. Okay, I'm going to crackle this side, not crackle, I'm going to ink this side so they won't be exact and match. So it'll be just a little bit different on that other side. So I'm just going to take a corner of this because it's easier to work with a corner. Now if something has, if something's in the center of your design and you are determined to use that spot, you can. You just have to make sure that you do it like this, you know, and then you hold. It's hard, but it can be done. It can be done. It's just, you know, hit and miss. Okay, I don't want this whole thing covered. I just want just this much. And you have to make sure that you don't shift it at all. Soap and water. You cannot tear these things up. This one is IOD, and it's my favorite one. Well, my latest favorite one. This is called Vintage Textures, I think. I'll look and make sure in a few minutes. I don't want this to dry. But if you guys will remind me in a few minutes to show you that package. But it is IOD. Yes, good, good, good. I want a little bit more at the top there. See if I have ink there. Yes, perfect. Okay, I can't tell where I have any more ink. So I'm going to make myself a place. Where do I want? I like this spot right here. And this is already dry. I mean, it dries really quick. I wouldn't smear it. But you can, you know, laying something on it's not going to hurt anything. Okay. Let me get it back up here. I'm just holding this because I don't want it on the whole thing. And then I'm just kind of, IOD sisters call it tickling it. Just kind of run your fingers around on it. There we go. I like a little bit right there too. Yes, perfect. Awesome. That's exactly what I was looking for. Okay. Look at it now. I think I need a little bit more like right here too. It just looks like it just got chopped off. So let me see. And ideally when you're stamping, you guys, as soon as you get through, you go ahead, like before you start stamping, have a dishpan of water, have your sink, with soapy water in it. And as soon as you get through stamping, you go ahead and just immerse this in that water until you get back to it to clean it and scrub it, because it's really not good if the stuff dries on there. And I'll let this soak in a little while, and I'll do that. Yeah, that looks better. I like it. Need a little bit more right at the top of that one. Yes, I like it. Okay, so I added some more right here. So I'm just going to give this a quick heat set here real quick. And you know what, you guys, last night, I don't know how many of you were in here when I was doing that NCI inspired pillow, but Facebook said that there was something about a video that I was playing music, and they blocked my video, and I can't load it to YouTube right now. My husband said they'd release it eventually, but they're not right now. Some kind of violation, something about a trademark. I don't know. I love this stamp too, Tracy. Stacy, let me show you the package. What I do with the package. And I'll show you. It's got 4 stamps in it. Now, the stamp I just used is not... Hold on a minute. No, that's not the stamp I just used. This... hold on a minute. I don't know. The stamp... One stamp I have is called Vintage Textures. And you get 4. You get 4 of these textured pieces in it. There's in 4 sections. And so that's the egg crackle is in that too. But this one is 1/2 of a bigger stencil. Hold on a minute. Let me see which half it was. I forgot. And I'm so bad not to even put them back in the original packages and throw them in here. I don't really know. I forgot I had an alphabet stamp. That's good to remember. Good to know. Hold on a minute, you guys. Let me look. Okay, I'm not seeing it. I know it's IOD though. I do know for sure it's IOD. I haven't bought a Prima stamp in ages. Well, I haven't bought any stamp in ages, but I do remember that's 1/2. I think this came in the other half of it, the damask. There's a queen bee. I don't know the name of it, but it shouldn't be hard to find. You just need to remember that this is on 1/2, and whatever it was, I think it's that damask. It was on the other half, and it was on. Wait a minute. It was on a packet. It was on a stamp pack just like this, and like this was the bottom half, and then up here was another half, and that's probably the best I can help you out. But this one, the Vintage Textures, I absolutely love this one. This is one of the last ones I bought from Roy. So you get the, I call it Eggshell Crackle. I don't know. This is so pretty on a window. Like, you can put ink on this and put it on a window and you can hardly see through it. And then this is the bigger crackle in here. And then, let me see what the other 2 textures are. I can show you better on the back. One is this, and the other is this. So that's the 4 textures you get in that stamp. Hey, Joyce, how are you? Joyce and Joyce, how are you both? Oh, I know. It's crazy, Elaine. I mean, I tried and tried and tried last night to load that video to YouTube. I couldn't do it, and I checked it this morning, and it still said the same thing. I have not checked it this afternoon to see if they've released it. They might not. I don't know what I said or did. And my husband said they should tell me, but they didn't. They didn't say exact. It just said that part of the video was muted because of something about music playing in the background. And I didn't have any music in the background. The only thing, when I went back and listened to the video, my husband was upstairs. You remember me saying, my husband's upstairs yelling and asking me if I fed the dog. He doesn't know I'm on live. And so he'll get it in a minute. And then a friend of mine said, do you want me to text him and tell him you fed the dog? And I said, sure. Well, you could kind of hear him talking in the background. And to Facebook robots, it might have sounded like music. I don't know. But it's crazy. Okay. This had top coat on it, and then we stamped on top of that. So now we are going to put some letters on this. The pumpkins are last. Hey, Shelly, how are you? I'm going to have to move this out of the way, y'all, while I work on these letters. The first one's going to be the word happy. And I cut this out with my Cricut today, so it's just final letters. And the reason that I get it eaten into you, the reason that what was I going to say? Oh, the reason I put the top coat is because vinyl likes slick and shiny a lot better than anything else. Now, if it was a transfer, if it was an IOD transfer, I would have done it without a top coat. If it was if it was an IOD transfer, I would have put a top coat. If it was a Prima transfer, I would not have used a top coat. All these things like different surfaces. Okay, all you have to do, where's my little scraper thing? Okay, I know it's here. There it is. This little scraper tool comes with my Cricut. And all I do is just, I'm going to get that stuck. And see, then this needs to come off on the carrier sheet. I usually put this on a clipboard, but I didn't bring it over here with me, so. That H has been for snickerty. It won't. Okay. There we go. See, the word happy now is on this clear sheet. And this is going to be our first letters right here. And it's the first block. It's going to say happy. I need to stand up and get this thing straight. That looks pretty good, I believe. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Now I've got to scrape it down. Going to do with the bunny ears. I'll show you in a minute. I have a plan for those bunny ears. Where'd my scraper thing go? So now I'm transferring the letters from the carrier sheet onto the wood. And it should stick to it pretty good because it was, it has that top coat. The ink has nothing to do with it. Yeah, there it goes. It's good, good, good. Okay. Pulled up a little of the paint. But that's okay. It's not. See, there you go. There's happy. Not allowing Facebook to frustrate you. I can only, no. No, there's not too many things in life that frustrates me a whole lot. Anyway, I don't let too much bother me. I really don't. Okay, the best thing I can do is get this straight on the carrier sheet so I can see the lines, and that helps me. Okay. I'm gonna have to put this tool in my pocket or something. There we go. I hope I can get these letters straight as I want to. It's hard when I'm having to hover over it. Any of you guys have a Cricut or a Silhouette? They can be finicky. There's the F. So that's the rest of these letters. A-L-L is going to be the same as that. Let's see if I can use this one again. I might be cutting my own throat here. I don't know. I bought myself a Cricut for Christmas last year. I'm so into, oh no. Patty, you would not believe how many people I hear say, I bought a Cricut, took it out of the box, looked at it, scares me to death. I never cut it on. I put it back in the box. I sold it. Never used it. Oh my gosh, I use mine all the time. I tell you what, my daughter introduced me to Cricut. And it just fascinated me. And see, growing up, my dad was a machinist. And that's kind of the same stuff he does, you know, cutting out stuff with dies and all that stuff. And it just fascinated me. And, hold on, I can't talk while I do this. I need to cut a little bit of that off or I'll get it crooked. Where's my scissors? It does take time and patience. It sure does. And, you know, I mess up something about every day. I really do. It can be intimidating, but I'm going to tell you as soon as I finish this what I did. Okay. My daughter got a Cricut, and she was so excited, and she showed me a few things, and then my sister-in-law had one, and she made me a few things, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could just create and create and create. Oh my gosh, I've just got to have one of these. So my husband bought it for me for Valentine's Day about 3 or 4 years ago. And I ordered it, picked it out. Mine is pink. It's got my monogram on the top, and it's got a little Cricut man on the front. All kind of, you know, you make it your own. So that was the first thing I wanted to do, is decorate my machine. So anyway, but before it came, I got her to teach me quite a few things, and I went every single night and took my phone to bed and laid there and watched video after video after video of how to use a Cricut Explorer 2. And by the time my Cricut came, I knew what to do with it. I took that thing out of the box, and the first thing I did was took some vinyl and decorated a composition book because I didn't have anything else to decorate. And I'm like, you know, if I mess this up, it don't matter. But watch videos. Watch videos. Scissors. I feel like the surgeon needs my tools. My oldest grandson thinks I should get one, His mom has one, and he thinks it's cool. They are cool. And just watching the machine cut just fascinates the daylights out of me. I used to just sit and watch it and watch it and watch it. My husband thinks it's fascinating too. You guys, I can do some videos and I can help you. I mean, we can do some lives on Cricut. You want me to teach you to do Cricut? We can. I just need to get my stuff set up over at my machine. So I can be over there pulling paint up a little bit, and I expected that. And it's okay. It's not pulling too much off. Before I would do this and not be on live, I would let this cure a while, you know. And you won't even see where it took the paint off. It is pulling just a little, Stacy. Let's see here. Let me get this even. Okay. Any ideas where these pumpkins are going to go yet, y'all? You would like a napkin exchange? That'd be cool. Do it, Terry. Are you telling me to do it? You know, when somebody from church comes to me and says, I think we're do so-and-so, I'm like, I think God's telling you to do it. But that would be pretty cool. I'm in. I would do it. But there's lots and lots and lots of videos already out there. Use Dollar Tree shelf liner for my, I do too. Becky, hey, you're actually raised your hand and said, hi, Becky tonight. I do too, Becky. I didn't know you had a Cricut, but I go to the Dollar Tree and I get the Speckledy. I used to get I get the wood grain. I used to get the Speckledy, and it was so busy, I couldn't really, it kind of distracted me. So now I get the wood grain or the clear. Now, I used to get the clear carrier sheet, and I still have a few rolls of it. But, let me put that back because I don't like this piece of plastic here. Hold on. Now, let me try again. Sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's not, but I found this stuff online and it's so reasonable. I buy it by the huge roll. And it's got these cool lines in it. See the red lines? And see all the paint? It's pulling off. Okay. Let me get this one centered with that other one. Becky, what do you make with yours? I love the lines too. This stuff is so reasonable. Chelsea showed me about this, and I bought it. It comes in a great big old fat roll, and I don't think it was like $12 or $15, and it's wonderful. Now, what's going to go here is the word y'all. Happy fall, y'all. I like the lines in it too. It's just so helpful. Okay. And See what I'm doing? I'm just kind of measuring what I need and just cutting the piece. Now, a lot of times you can use this over and over and over and over. Signs and paper flowers and shirts. I know, I love it. But because it's pulling a little bit of the paint off, and it's because the paint is so fresh, it wouldn't do it if I did this tomorrow, it wouldn't pull the paint off, but it's so fresh right now. And see what's so helpful? I've got that line right there on the bottom, and that helps me line it up when I put it on something. I do mugs, tumblers, t-shirts, sweatshirts, window decals, rain boots, books, all kinds of stuff. Where I'm from, we say yens. Oh, yens. Okay. Yeah. I'm from the mountains. I'm very familiar with yens. You can cut stencils using Mylar as well. I have not done that yet, but now I have an Explorer Air 2. Will that work, or do I need a maker? I saved some Mylar from different things that I've had, like my transfers. Okay, y'all, I can't talk while I do this. Okay, now I can talk. You know, I'm one of those that can't chew gum and talk at the same time, right? You should. Let's see. You may need to use a deep cut blade, though. Probably. And I have some extra blades that I haven't even used. Some really deeper blades. I probably have to play with it a time or two till I get it just right. Yay, no mistakes yet. For the longest time, I threw away about as much as I made. But that is getting much better. Okay, let me get rid of all my little trashy papers and things around here. Okay, it doesn't say Easter anymore. See the difference? Now it still has bunny ears though, right? Now it's crackled. And it says happy fall, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I did. I took this pumpkin and I took a knife and I cut it in half. So I'm gonna put one pumpkin right here, and I'm gonna put one pumpkin down here, and I have a little top for it. And but I'm going to glue some paper on the back because I don't like the way this looks. Even though, you know, it's the back of a sign, I still don't like the way it looks. So I'm going to cut these out. Thank you, Pamela. That should fit on one. I can't remember which one I traced. Okay, that should fit on the back of that. You know, and I've had this since Easter in my craft room, and every day I think, what could that spell? What can I make out of that? What could that say? I didn't want to do gather. I'm like, everybody does gather. I don't want to do, you know, it seems like everything is what everybody does. And Happy Fall Y'all is not original by any means. I've used it for years, but it works and it fits and it's cute. So I'm like, okay, it's going to say Happy Fall Y'all. Okay, this can go on the back of the one with the stem. Let me write it on that so I won't have to measure that again. Okay. Okay, so this was my plan. We'll have to watch the replay to see the beginning. Kathy, honestly, all I did was like paint and dry and paint and dry. But after that, I just dry brushed some brown to make it look like, I don't know, kind of like a fence or something. The blocks, just to give the blocks some dimension. They were just white. And then I took a Crackle Stamp and then I stamped where in the world, there we go. I crackled some of it. So, but you can go back and watch that. The replay's always fun. Okay. Now you see why I have the little ears here, because they're going to hold the pumpkin. I need those ears, right? I'm still going to have to cut off a little more ears. I see that. And that was hilarious for y'all who weren't on here in the beginning. Okay. This pumpkin's going there. And this pumpkin's going here, and it looks like it's a little smaller only because it's a little more than half. So let me get my snips. I think these ears are good. No, they're not. Where's my tool? Here they are. For y'all that weren't on here in the beginning, you didn't get to watch me struggle, so now you will. Oh, goodness. I don't know about genius, girl, but okay. Let me do that again so I can see where I was. I forgot which piece needed to go. Right there. Okay. How to use these things. I won't be putting siding on the house, that's for sure. My husband's probably laughing at me. Okay, right there. There we go. Okay. That one's good, I think. Yes. Now it's got something to hold on to, and it looks like the pumpkin's just sitting on that little block of wood. And let me see about this one over here. I think I need just a little bit. Where's my pumpkin? A little bit more. Thank you. Okay, this is the top. And I have an extra little stem over here, and it's going to go. Get a Sharpie pen. It's going to, wait a minute, y'all. Can't talk yet. Okay. But it's amazing. I mean, this is what manufacturers do. You know, they'll come out with something like this and probably the same exact. I'm probably busting somebody's ears. I'm sorry. Maybe I could put siding on the house after all. What do you think? I think I need to glue that ear on because I think I'm pulling it off. Okay. No, it's good. I guess I'm just bending it too much. Okay, where did that go? I think that one's the only one. Where's the top? Okay, a little more. A little more, a little more. Thank you, guys. It'll be cute if we ever get done with it. This is going to be in the auction, too. That's going to be fun. I think it will be anyway. Everybody will be ready to decorate by then, right? Okay. I think we're good. Now, and this doesn't need anything to hang on the wall. This is a shelf setter, windowsill sitter. It is like trimming your bangs. I need to trim my bangs. Okay, let's see here. And that white piece of paper is going to go on the back to hide anything that it should, because it might not look so bad as I thought. See, it looks like the pumpkin, whole pumpkin's just sitting there. Isn't that cute? I love it. Love it, love it. That's what I had in my head. So it's always cool when that works out. I don't know which is up or down, but we're going to call this side up. Yeah, it's up, because let him sit on that shelf. Toenails. You'd have to have some mighty big toes. Of course, as straight as my bangs are. Goodness gracious. Okay, now I had an extra little pumpkin thing the other night that came off. So he's going to go right. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He's going to go right there. Okay. Gonna have to hold it a minute. Genius idea. Well, I don't know how genius it is. I'm sure somebody else would have thought, but I just kept thinking, I want to do something with it, want to do something with it. It's just adorable, and couldn't figure it out, and couldn't figure out what it needed to say. And one day I looked at it and I'm like, happy fall, y'all fits. So then I tried to incorporate these pumpkins. So, you know, the rest is history. Let's see, that's got to sit on there. Need some more hot glue. There we go. Another one of your favorites. Terry, bless your heart. Okay. There. Now that is exactly what I had in my head. And that's always cool when that works out. Because sometimes you have things in your head and you get halfway through and you're like, that is not in my head. Now, you guys, doesn't it need anything else? Does it need a bow? Yeah, well, sometimes, Patty, it causes you not to sleep too much. But anyway, yeah, sometimes. Okay, what do you think? It says happy fall, y'all. Need anything else? Does it need any straw? Does it need a bow? Does it need anything? I think it's pretty clean and neat looking, just like it is. What do you think? Well, good. I'm glad you think so. Let's see. It needs to be back here. Okay. Here we go. Now you can see it all, right? So it's pretty big. I would say it's, I don't know. It might be, I mean, big enough to go in a single windowsill, pretty, for sure. For sure. Okay, you guys, we are done. That's it. Hour and a half. Thanks for hanging out and hanging with me till the end. I appreciate it. Chances are, if you're watching me right now, I'm not live. The red button's not up there. You're watching the replay. I would appreciate it if you would type in #replay so I can see that you've come back to watch it. If you have any questions, let me know. Watching the replay is awesome. I love watching the replay sometimes and go to different pages, and I can't, you know, you get to miss the introduction. You don't get any interaction though, and that's the part that's the hardest. But anyway, I thank y'all for hopping on. We are done. Another fall pumpkin. So this was day 9. Tomorrow's 10. Have no clue what tomorrow's going to be. I'll figure it out tomorrow. You have a great night too, Stacy. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yes, tomorrow's Wednesday. So it'll probably be 9 o'clock, 8:30 or 9 o'clock if I come on, because we have church tomorrow night. And by the time I get home and all that good stuff. So it'll probably be about 9 o'clock. Okay? Good night, you guys.